congratulations on the movie. It's absolutely stunning. I'm sure you had a lot of fun making it. Can you pick out a particular highlight from?
No. No, yeah, of course.
Good answer. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, that's it. No, the very first day I started was one of the scenes that had 500 background and just massive scene on a stage. I think it's in the trailer, so I feel like I can mention it.
No spoiler alerts here, please.
I will never. But John Voight's there, and I think it was just that massive awareness of what I'm doing. That David Yates is there, David Heyman, just the whole world, and it's like the first scene of I'm there and we're up in Liverpool, and I think that's the one that will always stick with me. Just looking out and going, oh, all right, so I'm here and doing this.
What was it like on set? Can you describe like perhaps your favourite moment or what your strongest memories from the set?
I think, in all honesty, again without giving too much away, the moment for us as a team in the office when the briefcase is opened, that was a real magical moment where you go, something's happening here, and there was a real energy that day to the set. But every day was magical. Every day was energised but equally calm. Actually, David was wonderful at making everybody feel really calm and reassured and understanding of their place and everything that was going on. And he, as almost as much as Joe, knows the world inside out and understands it on a different level.
You are the president, of course. If only that were true in real life. There's an amazing part at the end which leaves open to a lot of what might happen next. Are you signed up for the sequel? Are you going to be involved in the next ones? What can you tell us?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
I would.
The world is so secretive that all of those kinds of sort of details are kept under wraps for everyone. I mean, listen, even making the film, we had scripts that were not physical. We had them on. Like they would disappear if we took a photograph of them or anything. I mean, the level of sort of secrecy is so high because we don't want to spoil it for the fans. We don't want anything to get out, and so I can't possibly tell you anything about what is in future for Serafina Piccari. But I don't think it's the last we've seen of her.
And how involved was J.K. Rowling on set as well? Was she was she just letting things happen, or was she very, very involved, or did she take a step back?
Well, I think she'd done all the real hard work, which was write the script, and I think everybody was collaborative enough that if, things here and there needed to shift, then everyone was open to that. But I think when you have such a strong script in hand, you don't need to do too much of that. And so she didn't need to be around sort of, making sure that everyone was, crossing their T's and dotting their I's. It was already, we all were willingly doing what she'd set out for us.
Have you planned the next one? What stage are you at with planning the rest of them?
Well, we kind of know the next one is set in Paris because Joe's delivered a wonderful script that we have. But I can't really tell you too much about it simply because the great thing about these stories, as Joe writes them directly for the screen, is that they're going to be a surprise for everybody.
And I mean, because you see the turnout here, even in the rain, thousands of fans are standing here. What is the appeal so much? Why do people love Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling in this genre and everything so much?
Her stories are wonderful. The characters are vivid and accessible and remind us of ourselves in some way. They're all outsiders, and the stories are filled with wonderful values, about loyalty, friendship, curiosity, tolerance of others, values that we need now in this, in the world that gets more and more complicated by the week.